Hi everybody, it's Danielle with Inspire Me to DIY, and today I have two projects for you. I'm super excited because I had the one project and I thought, well, that's only going to take a few minutes. So what are we going to do to make it longer? I got a hair. To make it longer so I get to spend more time with y'all. So I have two projects, coffee. And I've never made these two projects before, so let's hope it turns out. Fingers crossed. I'm going to start by painting my jar, and you'll see why. We're going to paint that first so it has time to dry because this is part of our second project. And I am going to use Waverly chalk paint. I didn't have white, but I did have ivory. And I think the chalk paint, it's going to dry with a much more matte finish than acrylic paint, and you don't really want anything glossy for what we're going to do. And yeah, I'm painting right out of the bottle because it's what I do. I don't like to pour paint out onto a paper plate because then I can't usually get it back into the bottle, and then I waste all that, or it dries out on my plate before I have a chance to put it back into the bottle. So this way, even though it looks like I'm contaminating my paint by going in it over and over, I'm actually saving paint. And for what I use this for, it's not gonna hurt anything. I'm looking at my brush strokes, and then I thought in my head, it's not really gonna matter what my brush strokes look like. So just slap some paint on. I'm not going to put it up on my, where my threads are, because there is going to be a lid that goes on this. I'm so excited to show you this. A girlfriend and I went shopping at Hobby Lobby. I know that sounds so out of character for me. We went shopping at Hobby Lobby to get some winter projects for all y'all, because there's not a lot after Christmas. There's just not a lot of projects that are just winter without it being Christmas. And especially here in Florida, because there is no winter. Although today it's 60 degrees. And it's supposed to go down in the 40s tonight. So that's pretty chilly for us. Okay, so I just got just a thin coat on. You don't really need much more than that. And that's all I need with this paintbrush. So I'm going to I have a fan going, well, I have a fan that's about to be going over here. And I need to point it that way because otherwise this project, it would be a mess all over the place if I had a fan going. So let me set her down so I don't drop it, and turn my fan on. Let's see how this goes. And hopefully it'll be dry. I know that you hear the whir, that's the fan. Hopefully it'll be dry by the time we do that project. But let's get started with this project. I was so happy when I saw this. And I have to be honest with you, I thought I had a small snowman, and I wish I would have bought one at Hobby Lobby because they did have them, and I didn't. And I thought I had a couple that I had made out of Sculpey clay. And if I do, I have no idea where they are, and I think I might have given them away. So we're only going to be able to do this with a little tree. But it would be so cute with a snowman or anything that resembles winter. Oh, my head just went a lot of places. I'm thinking of hanging little snowflakes and all. But we're just going to do it with this tree today. And let me show you how easy this is. I had bought a set of, I think, 4 of these trees for $1 something. They have them at, well, they did have them at Dollar Tree, a package of them for $1. But I don't even know if they have any Christmas stuff left. But I bought this base at Hobby Lobby. It was $5.49, but it was 40% off. And isn't it cute? It came in 3 colors, but I chose the white. It looks a little distressed. And it has these cute little feet on the bottom. See, $5.49. But I didn't pay $5.49. So this is our base, and what we're going to make is a little snow globe. Dollar Tree, little tiny Dollar Tree. Is that not cute? That is going to be so cute. And with that, What a perfect winter decor. Oh my God, I almost broke it. That would have been a fast craft over and done with. That's why we're going to glue it. Now I have my hot glue going, but I also have my E6000 because I wasn't sure. I think I'm going to hot glue the tree. And then since this is glass, I'm going to E6000 it if I can E6000 it if I can get it out. Of course, I didn't bring any cheater glasses. Didn't think I'd need it because these projects are pretty easy. Okay, so let's do the hot glue first. I have that going over here. I always have my hot glue gun going just because I don't know. Some glues work perfect, some do not. Hot glue always seems to be my go-to because it works pretty much 100% of the time. Okay, I'm just going to let that dry for a half second. Now, I bought for $1.99, and this was not on sale, fake snow, because we don't have snow in Florida, and you wouldn't want to use real snow. Anyways, and this is why I have my fan going the opposite direction, because if I had my fan going towards me, this snow would be everywhere. And although that would be kind of fun, I would be the one cleaning it up, and that would not be fun. Okay. Luckily for me, they still have it sealed. I'm going to have to probably get a little clothespin to close that up when I'm done because I'm sure it's going to fly. There we go. And I am going to put a reasonable amount in my jar just because even though I'm not putting water in it, it's still going to look like a snow globe and it's going to be super cute. Maybe we'll make it look like a blizzard. Let's see, how much is that? Make sure the inside of your glass is clean because once you glue it together, you can't clean the inside anymore. Okay, I'm going to just put that much on because, because I want you to be able to see the tree, but not the base of the tree. So that's about right. And I've got, right after I told you to make sure the inside's clean is when I dirtied up mine. Okay, so it doesn't matter if the outside's dirty because you're going to be able to clean that later, but you can't clean the inside. Okay, are we glued? We're glued. Right now, I am going to put my E6000. Please come out. It is one of those days where we actually have the furnace on. And there's not many of those days here. Okay, some of it's coming out, but it's a little, I suppose I should have tried that before. There we go. Ooh. And I just want to put some on the rim of my glass. And if you get glue glopped on, you can wipe off a lot of it, but be careful you don't smear it all over your glass because that's really hard to get off. But you know what? You can always put a ribbon around it, put a bow around it. There's always ways to cover up goofs. Trust me, I think I've learned more about covering up goofs than making crafts. Okay, right around the edge there, see how thin that is? And I'm going to put this upside down and center it best I can. Let's see. How'd I do? Oh, not so fabulous. Okay. Oh, here we go. Moment of truth. Oh, I think that's just the right amount of snow. Ta-da! Oh, sorry about the ring light. Is that not cute? Done. Now, what I wish I would have had is a wooden ball or a wooden bead to put on the top to make, or some kind of finial looking thing to make that, kind of finish it off at the top. But I think that's adorable. I even have a little snow on the top of my tree. Perfect. Now see how fast and easy that was? That was 9 minutes. I said under 10. So I was right. I love that. We're going to set this aside and we're going to see how our jar is doing. Let me turn off my fan. It looks, oh yeah, it's pretty dry. Okay, so our second craft. Are you ready? you will need a pint-sized mason jar. Now, I bought this at Hobby Lobby. I wouldn't suggest it. If you can, like I do, buy a case of them. Way cheaper than buying this, because this was $2.29 for one jar. That's a lot of money in the canning world. Okay, now I'm going to put my glue or my lid on that because it's glopping off all over the place. Okay, so now you're going to need this. You are going to need Mod Podge, but a certain kind of Mod Podge, and Hobby Lobby does sell this. This is dishwasher safe glass Mod Podge. It also is waterproof, obviously, if it's dishwasher safe. And this will work the best for this project, or so I've been told, because I've never used it. Again, fingers crossed. I am going to cover this with a napkin. And then I bought this for $6. This top to go on it, that's a pump for soap. So this is going to be a soap dispenser in my guest bathroom. And we're going to make it for winter because winter gets a bad rap. I mean, there's Christmas and Valentine's Day and St. Patrick's Day, but nobody decorates for just winter. As you can see, I love to do. So this is going to be my winter soap dispenser. Are you ready? I have hand towels in my bathroom because I don't have just like a regular towel where everybody can dry their hands on. We host Bible studies here and game night and all sorts of movie nights. So I have a stack of these hand towels, and this is my winter one. I have a stack of these in my bathroom. Well, this is what I'm going to use to cover, and yes, it was 3-ply. So you have to take the other 2 plies off, which is so difficult for me. That's why I'll never do it on camera. But this is my design. Now, I found out that if I take a half of this and a half of this and join them together, it makes a full barn. So we're going to try that. And my jar is not big enough to do the whole design. I don't know if you can see that. So I'm going to have to cut off the bottom part of my barn. But that's okay because I still have the roof and the wreath. And actually, this is not a barn. This is a silo, a grain silo where they store grain. So let's start. And this is where I really could have used my cheater glasses. I'm trying to cut this half of the design. Whoa! And I'll just go right down and cut this one because that's the opposite. I bought these. I usually get my hand towels at Bed Bath & Beyond because they have a huge selection. But every once in a while, Walmart will have them. Not very often. And they're not usually with the napkins. They are with, where do they put those? I don't know. I don't know. I am no help to you at all on that. Okay. Now I'm going to coat my whole jar with the waterproofing stuff. Let's see. Look, that's going to be so sweet. And it will go all the way around my jar. And I will have part of my jar that's left without paper. But that's okay. And this is the first time I've ever done a whole picture on paper. Usually I just do pieces and get it all over so it looks like a collage of color. Not this time. So I'm going to leave it just like that, and I am going to open up my Mod Podge. See, it's never been opened, but I have read up on it. Make sure I didn't glue those together. I've read up on it, and hopefully this will do the trick, because especially children's bathrooms, although I don't know if you'd want to put this in a kid's bathroom only because it's glass, but bathrooms in general, they get wet. Showers and baths and washing your hands. So you kind of want something waterproof. Okay. I get another paper towel. with any craft, I always have a glue gun, paintbrushes, and a paper towel. A roll of paper towels. Because I am a mess. Okay, here we go. I am going to use a bigger brush. What is this? A 10 flat. It's with my set of brushes that I use for everything but painting. They get used for glue, for, I don't know. I do use it for like painting this sort of stuff, but not for painting pictures when I say painting. Okay, I'm going to put this all over my jar because even the parts that aren't going to get covered with paper, I still kind of want it waterproof. Do not press hard on here because I just found out I'm taking off some of the paint. So be careful. The reason I painted it first is because this is really see-through paper and I wanted the design to show up, and it'll show up better on a white background than a clear background. So I'm almost all the way around, just pressing lightly. Great. I'm not going to do the bottom yet. I might do it later, but it's difficult enough to hold on to. Now I'm going to put my 2 halves, make sure nothing else is on my paper, my 2 halves on there so they're where they should be. And I'm going to put this down just like that. Oh, let's see. Let's see. All right. Get it on there as flat as possible. And this one. Come on. Again, this was something I thought up in my head. So a lot of times people ask me, well, where do you get the ideas? A lot of times it's going down every aisle of Hobby Lobby with my coffee, just looking at everything. And other times it's, oh no, Pinterest, it tore just a little. See if I can fix that. We'll see. So there's various places I get my ideas. All right, come on, come on. All right, this might have been a little ambitious to do on camera, but we'll see. Oh, I got a little, I didn't get the paper close enough together. Oh, well. Okay, how can I fix my goof on that one? We'll figure it out here in a minute. I might take a little slice of paper to see if I can cover that up, or I might leave it as is. Bummer. See if I can push my paper over. No, not without tearing it more. Okay, so I have the bottom. I need to cut off around the rim, only because you won't be able to put the lid on. And you need to put the lid on. Okay. Trying to do this without tearing the paper, but you know what? Maybe with it being a little torn, it's going to look okay. It's going to look more vintage. Even though I wasn't striving for that effect, doesn't mean it won't be that way. Okay. Now, to get my piece to lay flat, I'm going to put another coat of the Mod Podge, which you want to do anyways, because now that will really seal it. And I did not do a fabulous job here, but I'm still kind of happy with it. All right. Luckily, this stuff dries pretty quickly, so you will be able to see the finished product. get my hands turned around. Whew, that paper is ripping. You really have to have an easy, light hand with it. Okay, let's get this side. And this might be one of those things that I get better with the more that I do. But for my first attempt, not too awful. Okay. Put that right there. This is how it looks. You see I have that spot in the center. So how am I going to fix that, do you think? Let's see if I can take just a sliver of my paper and put it away from the glue and put it in the center. I might be making it worse, but I don't know. Okay. And this would be about right there. You never know. I could be doing okay with it. I think it's going to look good. What? Okay. Now it's going to be a little wet, but oh, come on. There we go. I didn't want to press down. I'm so worried about tearing it again that I'm being overly cautious. There we go. So hopefully you won't see that it's an extra stripe. Let's put that in front of the fan for just a minute. See if that'll dry it. Okay. And which gives us a minute to talk. I love it. Let me clean up my mess. There are so many things that you can do with napkins. Especially in decoupage, I took some, and I'll show you later, I had some paper mache balls that I just covered with napkins, and it looked so cute. You can use them as ornaments, or I have a big wooden dough bowl for this table here that has all different balls in it, and I like to change out the colors and for the seasons with those balls. So covering those, and the paper mache balls are like $1 a piece, and covering those with different papers. I also love doing like the bottoms of plates. Have you ever seen clear glass plates that you get from Dollar Tree? Cover the bottom with with napkins, like a real pretty floral. And I've never done it before, but I'm going to try it with this Mod Podge just to see if it can go through the dishwasher. Wouldn't that be amazing? Because that way I could have a tablescape for every holiday from clear plates from the Dollar Tree. I can't wait. I'm going to try it, and if it works, we are going to do that on a project, because Valentine's is coming up, and we have 4 couples, well, 3 couples with ourselves that like to hang out together, and we just might do a little Valentine dinner if I can get that stuff to work. We'll see. All right, it's drying a little. You can kind of see that there's a seam down the center, so maybe that's not the way to fix it, but it's super cute. Anyways, Some days, there's just not enough coffee. Okay, so this I got, like I said, I got this for $6. I did not get it on sale, but they have so many lids for jars now. I have one that goes around the rim, and it's got like a wire handle. I've got one that's got a mesh across the top that you can cut flowers in. What else did I see? I mean, they have all different kinds of lids now. So you can use mason jars for pretty much everything. And they have plastic mason jars, which is perfect if you have children. Okay, this came in 3 pieces. I don't know if you can see it put against my dark clothing. This is the pump and the little straw. And I don't know if you have to take it apart. Is there any instructions? Insert thread, nut through bottom of lid. Because that's not going to work. Well, let us see. Now watch, I'll probably break it. Don't break. Oh, there it goes. Ha. Okay, so it's a little screw thing. So you put this through the top and this through, and then screw it together. Come on. There we go. Press this through. Come on. Come on. There. Press it all the way through. Then put this on. Yes, it helps if you do this stuff ahead of time. Perfect. Okay. Make sure it's on there good and tight. So there's the top. Got my little pump on there, and let's see how this looks. Not my best job. Not my worst job. Okay, so the straw is a little bit too long. Let's cut that. Whee! Okay. Trying to hold on to it without getting into the Mod Podge. There we go. Not too bad. Once it dries, I'll take better pictures. But this is my little soap dispenser for winter. And again, you can stick a bow on there. See, it didn't cover all the way in the back. And I might put some blue back there because there is some on the napkin just to cover that up. And that is really wet. And my snow globe. So sweet. Don't you love these? Perfect for winter. And this is probably going to go in my bathroom as well, next to my soap dispenser. So I have a little winter scene in there. I love how this turned out. And I still might get like a wooden bead or something to stick on there. Maybe paint it the same color. This whole project, $5.49 that I got for 40% off. So that and the glass and the tree and the snow was probably well under $7. So not between $7 and $10. Not a bad little thing. And it would be even cheaper if you made a whole bunch of these. So cute. These would be great gifts also. So this and this right here was, the whole thing was under $10. So for under $20, you have these 2 great projects. Aren't they sweet? And it's all for winter. So for that season that nobody wants to celebrate, because it's cold and it's dark and it's gray, and even though it's cold here, the sun is shining. So that's a good thing. So I hope you like this. And I enjoyed making it with you and kind of stumbling through. Thanks, Andy. These turned out really cute. So I'm hoping to make more things for winter. And if I do, I'll show y'all. So have a great one. If you like these videos and you want to follow me, hit the little follow at the top. If you're already following me, thank you so much. I'm going to put these on my Facebook page later today with the good pictures of it so you can see. So have a great day, and I will talk to you next week. Next week I will be at Disney, so I won't talk to you next week, but I will next weekend. But I will talk to you probably Wednesday. Sounds like a plan. I will see you later. Thank you so much. Bye.